Hi there. This is the video in the series of personal finance basics that I'm recording for my daughter. This particular video is part two of revisiting 5 stages of personal finance. If you have not watched part one, I recommend you go and watch that first. But you have already watched it. Let's continue that journey to see how that particular example looks for that 5 stages of personal finance for that example. So we talked about net spender, net balancer, net saver. Let me quickly jump into net planner. Uh, Let me turn this one on. So net planner is where this is again coming from myself. I have gone through this phase. So I started as a net saver. Maybe I did spend a little bit of time net balancer very early when I was early in my career, but quickly I moved to net saver, and now then I moved to net planner. In net planner, your needs are more or less still the same because you still have the same lifestyle. Your wants are also more or less, I would say, they are still the same, but your savings are now getting split into two things because your basic needs of savings are met. Like you may have already bought a house, so moved to rent. Like you needed to save for house down payment. That part is done. You don't need to save for house down payment. You don't need to save for car anymore. Your emergency funds are already in place. Emergency fund is at least 3 to 6 months or 12 months of expense in your savings account. So you know that if you lose your job for next 6 months or 12 months, you'll be fine. So all your basic saving goals are met. Still, you need to save more, but you have savings is only giving you 1%, 2%, 3% interest, and you this point, the money is sitting in your bank account, and you want to start maximizing the interest or the returns that you are getting on that saving. Um, so what I would recommend here is start learn to invest over here. Um, and I have a other series that I am putting together is stock market and stock basics. And this is the part where even I did not personally know anything about stock market investing. Like I had no prior education or no guidance. So I started reading, researching myself. What are stocks and what are the various other type of things that are there in stock market? Like what are index funds, ETF, mutual funds. So all of that start learning, and not just learn, use little bit of that money, your money, and use only that much amount of money. If you lose that completely, you don't mind. So let's say at this point, out of $4,000, $200 is something I'm just saying that you don't mind. If that's 5%. So if 5% of thing that you are earning, let's assume that it's you're fine with that. It could be in your particular case less than that or more than that. Maybe you $100, $50, but that's your experiment money that you can use for investing. Technically, also you can do this earlier as well. You can invest little bit just to learn about the process, but earlier you're already struggling with saving, so that's why I did not recommend. But if you really want to do, you can spend maybe $5, $10, very little money, a token money, in towards investment just to learn about the process, because it does take a little bit time to learn. And that So that will be this phase where you are started to investing. You will not see a lot of return coming at this point, because since you're investing little less, so the returns are going to be less. If you invest $200, even if the market goes up 10%, your return will be $20, 10% of 200. But on the flip side, if the market goes down 10%, your loss is also going to be $20. If the 2008 market crash, the market almost came down to half of its value. So your $200 will become $100. If the market goes up, substantially, then your 200 might become 250. So all those ups and downs you will be able to learn over here. So it is not about learning to invest, but also starting to control your emotions when the market goes up and market goes down. You should not be selling if the market goes down, and you should not be panic buying if the market is going up. So you need to be calm in the market. All of that learning you will start having over here. Then moving to the next phase. This is the phase I am at right now as I'm recording the video, where all my savings goal are mostly met. I am staying in a house, I have car, I have emergency fund, plenty of it saved. So if I'm just stacking money in savings account now, I'm not really getting any return. And my retirement is coming closer and closer, so I have to accelerate my returns for retirement. So that's where, in particular case, this is not my number, a hypothetical number. Another thing, by the way, I have not mentioned over here, in this example, ideally, every stage takes couple of years, and usually your income would go up. So for me as well, when I started, I had a different salary and as net saver or net balancer. Few years my salary increased. We maintained mostly the same lifestyle. We did improve our lifestyle a little bit, which I'll cover in the next video. But that's how we were able to have more savings. And again, as moving to next phase, the salary increased substantially. But even then, we were able to maintain. We did increase our lifestyle, but still we were able to do a lot of savings. At this point, like I said, it would make sense maybe to, whatever you're saving, put everything in investment. And you are long-term investing. You're not day trading. And your learning has not stopped, because now you may be doing some advanced level investing. Here it is very basic investing is net planner, but net investor, you are analyzing multiple ETFs, you are analyzing your portfolio allocation, and you are rebalancing your portfolio allocation. You have accounts, multiple kind of accounts. You have taxable accounts, non-taxable accounts. You have taxable is brokerage funds, non-taxable could be 401k, 529. So you're spreading your investments in bunch of different buckets. So the learning there will keep on going. There is a thing called FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early. So you may have that goal as well, that why do I need to wait till 60 years? Maybe I can stack up enough money that I will be financially independent. Even if I don't want to retire, maybe I can be financially independent by 55, by 50, by 45. And then I can still keep working, but I'm not depending on that money anymore. So I will cover that in a separate video as well, but those are the goals that starts coming in over here. So in this particular example, I have taken 50, 30, 20. I have kept this spreadsheet simple, but ultimately this spreadsheet will look same as 50, 30, 20. What I would also recommend is, ideally at this point of time, if your salary has increased, so let me use that example. If your salary is $6,000, or maybe it has doubled at this point of time, $8,000. So you are now saving much more. So let me do that. Let me make this $100,000 net income over here, and you are still doing 50, 30, 20. So if you do that, so you are saving $20,000 every year, and you are investing that money. I'm not using any return on that investment right now, like not using like 6, 7, 8%, but even by this, from your earlier $1 million, now you are able to save $2 million. However, if your expense is little bit less, it is 40%, and your needs are less as well, So let's say it looks like 40 20 40. You're able to save 40% of your income. So in your whole life you would have earned $10,000, but you will be able to retire at an net retirement money of $4 million. So as you can see, like as things get better and better in your life, as you are earning more and more money, you are able to save more and more money. So this is the part where you are able to really get towards your proper retirement goal. So retirement is something I'm going to cover a lot in future videos, so I don't want to spend too much time, but you get the idea. So these are the 5 stages of the life typically that a person goes through. I have a bonus thing over here which I wanted to cover as well. So in this particular scenario, the person is earning $4,000. Their needs, they are spending $400, and their wants, they are spending $100. In total, they are spent on savings or investment, they have $3,500. This is mainly I have seen as part of FIRE movement, where people who want to be financially independent retire early. They are they are living in a horrible lifestyle, not going into any vacation, living in a very in a bad place, not meeting out with people. So I don't recommend even this, because this is over saving. You do need to enjoy your life, because you don't want to just keep saving everything for the future. You need to live in the current as well. So this is a little bit sort of opposite of previous place where I was recommending to save. Here what I recommend is find out what works best for you, is whether 50 30 20 or what ratio works. But what I do recommend is keep money in every bucket. So do spend on your needs, which is your lifestyle basically. Do spend on your wants, which is other things, that your hobbies and the things that makes you happy. But do save as well, so that it's you are set once you are for long term, for retirement, for your college kids college funds and other emergency things. So all of those are set. So that's why don't oversave, enjoy your current life, is where I wanted to end this particular video. So hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, I'll dive deep on many of these topics a little bit more in future videos. But thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Hopefully that was helpful, using an example to see exactly how those 5 stages of personal finance work out. Like I mentioned, I am gonna be recording more videos on personal finance, savings, investment, retirement, college funds, bunch of other topics. So you can subscribe to the channel as well. That way you will be posted as I am bringing new content on this channel. See you soon.